clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Mountaineers will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give to the tailback. At the 45, on its way. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Dances away to buy time. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Here's a heat. Complete in the middle. And they're able to get him down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense
makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They just keep firing. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Buffs! First score of the game goes up.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Makes the grab. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're setting up the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Gives it on the option. Got room at the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball soon.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here. Make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Running through contact. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side.
Moving toward the end zone, ball out! Defense trying to take it back. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Buffaloes! The defense putting points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over Western Kentucky. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, uses...
There he goes! Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
First down, West Virginia.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really...
Hits him in stride inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to power it in. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This has been exactly the way... Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds a spot in the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Buffs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Pulls it, fired, complete. And that play just looked to be a mess. Snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it for a big play. He's running free down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, how hard hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Going to swing it on 2nd down, using the quick game. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got an open man. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Got the back over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Going to try to get it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Power football with the run. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught close to the marker, it's Cantrell. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The Buffaloes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fung. Breaks into the open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming.
Down, West Virginia.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. The sure hands, it's Winston. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the run, still looking. Makes the catch. It's Harris. At the 35, he's loose. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
That makes the score Colorado 56, West Virginia 24.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. The Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll run it with the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
They got him! It's a sack! Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing. And the Buffaloes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the run. Got the 1st down and more. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Here's the handoff. And the Buffaloes will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless. You know that you're losing possession. You're coming off the field.
The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Buffaloes will try to pick it up on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. They go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Buffaloes are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led. Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Making side adjustments here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win